Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Oh, wait, check 99, check 99. Jump.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crap. Watch that grip. Watch that grip.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Jackson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 7-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Elliott running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Ready.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 50-60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 13, check 13, check 37, check 37.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To throw is Darnold. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Go now, 18 Gator. He's tackled at the 30 weapon. Hey, exit. A gain of 9 brings up third and 1. Get it.
On third down, Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. On the carry, it's Logan. And 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch out, watch out.
Leo.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. They'll set up the throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Go.
Check safety. Hatch it. Shoot.
Rock it. 2.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We got it, we got it, we got it. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Finding room at the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Logan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the double.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Hey, Wahoo! 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
They'll look to throw here. They got a man. It's Woods. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
91.
They run again with Logan. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, Hayward.
They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Logan. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 13. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
You're out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Look. Squeeze. Watch the shit. Snap.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
We got this.
Complete to a gain of 30. First down, New York.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Darnold. That's caught by Jackson. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Darnold flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Jackson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Switch gears. He's checking. Check. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. This is Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch the twist. Check 3, check 3. Kill. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch twist. Kill.
Looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No.
Go.
Crunch.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.J. Logan. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
1st down, New York.
Hey. 34. Mike, 34. Lady. He's crushing.
They'll run with Elliott. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 26, check 26.
They go to Elliott again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Say.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up. Showing up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Look at me. Door. Hey, orbit. Now.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Woods has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Watch that in. Cut it right.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Leo.
Hey, tight there.
Five.
Twist.
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 9. Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns,
I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sagging like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get them out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame